Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will tell you about the touch command in the Linux and Unix systems. Okay, let me place myself in the correct directory people in this Linux machine. Now I will navigate into my /home/prem/demo-dir1 directory with the help of the absolute path this time. /home/prem/demo-dir1. Okay, that's the directory where I am creating all the files that I am creating for demonstration purposes. So let me now navigate into that directory. The cd command has been used to change directory. I verify the result of the cd command with the pwd command and I find that /home/prem/demo-dir1 is the present working directory. Now in this present working directory, let me start by checking this people here. ls-l file1.txt and file2 are these two files with the names file1.txt and the name file2. Are they available? I am checking here if these two files are available in my present working directory. And please remember people, in case of Linux and Unix systems, the file name extension is optional. We have to provide that manually according to the specific requirements. I can even create a file without any file name extension like what I am doing with file2, where I have not specified any file name extension. It is also okay in case of Linux and Unix systems. Let me now proceed people here. I'll press the enter key. These two files do not exist in my present working directory or the current directory. Now I want to create these two files, and these are the files that do not exist already. And if my requirement is to create these two files, file1.txt and the file2, that is the files with the names file1.txt and file2, I want to create them, and I want to create them in the form of 0-byte or empty file. In that case, the touch command is very useful. Let's check this people here. Touch file1.txt and then I'll say file2. So these two files I want to create with the help of the touch command. And when I do this, the touch command will create the files with the with no content people. It will be 0-byte file or a empty file or a blank file. Let's check. I can even mention one file name, that's okay. I can create multiple files also with the help of the touch command like this. Now like this people here. So now that I have created these two files, file1.txt and file2, those are the file names for those two files that I created. Now if I do this ls-l file1.txt and file2, when I get a long listing for these two files in the present working directory, I get this people here. You can notice that in the long listing output, we get all the file attributes information, and also the name of the file is reported as the last field in the line where the information about the file is listed by the ls command. Now in this output people, if you look at this particular field for file1.txt, the particular field that I am highlighting, it is reporting 0. Okay, for file1.txt, the particular field that I am highlighting is reporting 0, indicating that this is a 0-byte file or a empty file or a blank file. And that's the same for file2 also. The file with the file name file2 is also a 0-byte file or a empty file, or in other words, blank file. That is how the touch command works people for a non-existing file, or in this case non-existing files, file1.txt and file2. So when I create files with the help of the touch command will create them in the form of a 0-byte file. Okay, that's one thing about the touch command, people. Now, for a existing file or a existing directory, what will happen if I use the touch command on a existing file or a existing directory? Let's check what happens. Now, in my present working directory, people, please have a careful look at this. I know already that I created a file with the name demovi.txt in one of the previous demonstrations. I created a file like this, the file with the name demovi.txt. If I get a long listing for this file demovi.txt, like what I have done, please note this, people. The file with the file name demovi.txt is of size 1307 bytes because I added lot of text in this file when I was demonstrating the use of the VI editor earlier in a previous presentation. And now for a existing file like this, I am going to highlight this, people, here. The last modified date and time for this file with the name demovi.txt is like this. This file has been last modified on the 10th of August at 22:53. That's the time, 22:53 hours. That's the time. And now the size of the file is 1307 bytes. Now, what will happen if I run the touch command on this file? Please have a look at this, people. Touch demo touch demo vi.txt. When I now type like this, people, and please remember that this time the file with the file name demovi.txt is a existing file. It is a file that is already existing and also has a lot of contents. Now I run the touch command on this file. Now what will happen is this, people. When I use the touch command on a file that is already existing, what will happen is the contents of the file will not be affected. The contents of the file will remain intact. Now what will the I'll repeat this, people. Now what does the touch command do for this file demovi.txt that is already existing? Now when the touch command is used on an existing file, the touch command will perform only one action. It will update this last modified date and time for the file and set it equal to the current date and time when the touch command was executed. Please have a careful look at this, people. Now ls-l demovi.txt. Now when I run the command, okay, please notice this. The size of the file still remains the same. It is 1307 bytes, indicating that the contents of the file are not affected. However, the change that the touch command has done on this existing file is the touch command has updated the last modified date and time for this file and has set it equal to the current date and time according to the operating system settings when this touch command was executed. Okay, that's about the file, a regular file like this demovi.txt. That's a regular file or a text file in this example, people. In this example, it is a text file. Now, can the touch command be used against a existing directory? Yes, let's try that. Now I navigate to the parent directory, people, with the help of this command cd space dot dot, where this dot dot is a shortcut for the parent directory. Let me now navigate into the parent directory and I verify the same. My present working directory is now /home/prem, and I know in my current directory I have a subdirectory with the name demodir1, and that demodir1 subdirectory in turn has a lot of contents, people, that I am verifying now. So the directory demodir1 is having some contents. Let's have a look at that with the help of this command. Yeah, the directory demodir1 is having some contents, and the demodir1 directory itself is available in my present working directory or the current directory. Now please have a careful look at this, people. The last modified date and time for this directory demodir1, it is reporting, okay, it is reporting 18th August 1242. Now let me try this, people. Now touch followed by demodir1. When I do this, what will happen? Please remember, the directory demodir1 is already existing. What will happen to this directory and its contents? Let's check. I'll run this command, people. Now please have a careful look at this ls-ld demodir1, because I want to get the long listing for this directory demodir1 itself, not for its contents, people. I'll explain these options like D option in the next presentation, in the next video, where I will tell you about the ls command in detail. However, this command, please notice this, people, this will report the long listing for the directory demodir1 itself, not for its contents. So let's get the long listing for the directory demodir1. We can notice that for a existing directory, the only change that the touch command does is it updates the last modified date and time for this directory, and also sets it equal to the current date and time according to the operating system settings when this touch command was executed. That's the impact, people. And also, if you look at the contents inside that directory, the directory's contents will be intact. There won't be any impact on the contents of the directory. Let's check and verify. Please look at the output carefully, people, for this command. After the touch command has been executed for a existing directory like this, the contents of the directory are still remaining intact. Okay, the only change that the touch command does for a existing directory is it is updating the last modified date and time and sets it equal to the current date and time according to the operating system settings when the touch command was executed. All right, people. So that's mention about the touch command that I have done in this presentation. All right, people. With that, I will conclude this presentation. Please subscribe to this channel and also share this channel if you find that this channel is useful to you in learning about Linux related topics. Thank you.